So, welcome back to a new clip of me flying DCS. This time I'm going to do air-to-air refueling with a Hornet. At least I'm going to try to do that. Refueling with a Hornet is slightly more easier than refueling with F-16, and this is my opinion. In my opinion only, probably, or maybe not. But it's much more easier to actually refuel with the Hornet. We just need to find a tanker. Let's see, where do we have the tanker? We have it 18,000, so we need to climb. See if we can get through the clouds. Turn our helmet mounted display on as well. We had the TACAN at the right channel. Trying out a new recording setting, try to get the quality up to a much higher standard. That is the goal here. And according to our TACAN, it is slightly to the left of us. So 15 nautical miles away. Sorry, not left, it's to the right of us. We're heading up through the cloud layers. We are now at 19,800, and we're carrying a little bit of load today. And there we have a radar contact as well with a tanker. Supposedly, I think that's going to be the tanker. Let's see. Tanking up the F-16, as I said in the previous video, it's not easy. It's never easy. It's never ever going to be easy to fill up and tank the F-16. However, tanking the F-18 is slightly more easier. So we're 14 nautical miles out from the tanker. See if we get a contact with him.
Texaco 1-1, Uzi 1-1, request rejoin. Uzi 1-1, Texaco 1-1, proceed to pre-contact at 20,000, at 230.
20,000. He is way below us. I can see him. I think we're chasing that tanker as well. Yeah, slightly. I really like flying the F-18. It's a little bit of love and hate relationship. Hate is a very strong word. I do not hate the F-18, but after a few flights, it tends to be... it feels a little bit boring for me. It's a predictable aircraft to fly. It's not that exciting as the F-16, which is, in my opinion, more demanding to fly. So this feels a little bit more like a typical Volvo. Safe, robust, and quite boring to drive. However, it is still a very nice aircraft to fly. Have a lot of nice features, and it's a cool aircraft. I will have to say this is not a typical how to do a rejoin with a tanker at all. This is quite rough, actually. But it's on the money. Alright, let's see if this is going to be easy or not for me. I remember when I started to fly DCS a long time ago. Not very long time ago. It's only 2 years. I think it's been 2 years. Flying the DCS in DCS, and one of the first thing that I put up on my list was to learn how to air refuel. Because I like to fly long missions. And on typical long missions you will have to do an air-to-air refueling. So it was up on the list, and I worked really hard on it. I think I basically watched every single tutorial out on the internet, on YouTube, to find how to do this in a nice, easy way. And I struggled hard a long time, and every tutorial usually ends with after a while you will start to feel it's comfortable, and you will in the end break the code on how to connect to the tanker. But during that period of time it felt like it was never going to happen, and all of a sudden I started to do nice connections, and I ended up being able to stay behind the aircraft. So moving over then to the F-16, the learning curve was really steep, and we have to do it all over again. And as I said previously, it's never easy to refuel the F-16. At least I don't think so. It's really difficult. You have to micro input on your throttle and your stick constantly to stay behind or stay in position underneath the aircraft, just reading the two signs on the belly of their tanker. And you also have to do that, for instance, in bad weather and night missions as well. So it's really difficult. Now the tanker is turning because I spent too much time talking behind here. But I'm going to connect now, so we check the if we can pre-contact or not. Maybe turn up to channel 1 then.
Ready, pre-contact. Cleared contact.
There we go. Alright, let's see if we can hook this up. Or I maybe need to chew up my words that I say that this is easy. Oops. Hello there. That didn't go as planned. Alright, let's see if I can hook it up here. In real life that would have been rough. But this is not real life. This is just a game. So now basically we need to stay here. Try not to go too much to the left or too much to the right or up and down or back and forth, but we still have a lot of room to maneuver, which you do not have on a boom operated aircraft. There you basically need to stay in a rectangular form or something like that, behind the tanker or under the tanker, and there you need to stay, and that it's actually not that easy. And during this session I of course doing a lot of corrections in the F-18 as well, but I can let go of the controls for a period of time without moving around too much. Some example for example, I'm going to find a position here, see if I can.
Transfer complete.
No, we're actually done tanking. Alright, so move down, under and over to the right side where we're going to wait in a waiting position. And there we go, there we have the tanker. Alright, this was a little bit of a rough tanking. It was supposed to be quick, fast and all that. It turned out to be a little bit too rough. I'm usually flying a little bit more softer, but this time it got a little bit rougher. Alright, let's get the heck out of here.